All right, we're on. Hey, Randy. And we're in business. So we have Keith, we have Greg, and we have Nick working together here. Patty Suarez and myself will be your sideline hosts. Let's referee some basketball. All right, so we got an active person there in the middle. Pretty good. Let's take a look at how you guys referee here.
Twins. 24 twins.
Good. All right, we've got a little late pickup here from Greg. So Greg, communicate that, like, which way we're gonna go, because sometimes, you know, not everybody knows if we're gonna stay or go long, because in that situation, if you're gonna call a foul and we're gonna go long, you don't have to switch. We don't have to do like that long switch. You can step on out onto the court a little bit, report, and then go on down. So the Keith doesn't have to run all the way down. Totally fine. Good, Keith. Make sure we're all aware of that. That matchup down low, little hands, slappy hands down there. Good. All right, so we'll talk about that one when we get up in the film room, hopefully. Just about coverage and double whistles and all that. Making sure their whistles are coming from the right referees. So Nick, try not to like roll high like that too much at slot. Then you kind of get that. That's the position right there. That's the move you want when you're at slot for that position adjust, so that you're not too high. Kind of have like that trail look. You should do that every once in a while. But then if you're stuck in that position, you want to jump back down so you're back in your position there at slot. Good dual coverage area there. You might want to take a good look at that one, Keith. I think she gets hit on the arm there on your side. You got a pretty good look at it there from slot. So just try to zero in, find that point of contact, and see where the defender is going to swipe, and see if she makes contact with the arm, and be patient. Keith, you don't necessarily have to take like that large step on the court like that. A slot during the free throw. Let's try to stay more sideline oriented at slot. Now you're in trail, Keith. There you go. There you go. Now you're good. Good deal. Green ball. Good call. So mechanically, when we put the ball in play, we don't necessarily have to do a warning whistle every time we put the ball in play. Like a quick out of bounds on the sideline. No, we just say, hey, green ball, get the ball, bounce it to them, and go ahead and start counting. They know we're about to play. You don't have to blow a whistle. All right. So I was watching your eyes there, Keith. You went from the jump shot, and then once your eyes went to the paint, like the second they went into the paint, you called a foul. So you kind of saw that play like towards the end. So let's take a look when we get back in the film room to see if it's all there, because Greg's got that play covered, hopefully. And we'll be able to judge whether that warranted a foul for a rebounding foul, because we have our reasons why we get a rebounding foul. So we have possession, consequence, and cleanup. So if it gets fouled and they lose possession, boom, we have a foul for that play. And then another reason why we call rebounding fouls is cleanup. If it's just too much contact and we just can't pass on it and it just keeps happening over and over again and you want to just get a foul, bam, that's why we got to call it. Good, Greg. Good job seeing that down low. If they keep doing it, screw it, just call a foul. Let Nick take it. Signals look pretty good at the table, Greg. Let's just look at that's something we'll talk about at halftime, like proximity of whistles and own your calls. If there's a call in front of you, go ahead and take it to the table. Just take that one, Nick. You don't have to be a nice guy and pass it all the time. It's right in front of you. And it's on the other side of the lane for you, Greg. You just pass that one along to Nick. We can have it. I might be annoying. I'm just picking everything apart, so it's always on, I think. All right, Patty left me because she doesn't like me anymore. Patty left me. Now she's sitting down on the side. I know y'all look all confused of where to go on timeouts. Don't worry about it. I don't care. I don't care at least. It's whatever. Good deal, Nick. I don't know if it's the right call, but we're coming from the right person. Usually it's kind of nice because the lead is really focused on the defender and the legality of the defender. And then trail can kind of help out with secondary defenders coming over, anybody slapping them from the outside, and travels. That's good. Baby, good call, Keith. Comes from the right person. Got an A to B movement. Goes right into her. Great call. She'll throw her hands up. Nah, you jumped right into her like bump the crap out of her. You can chill out. Little number 12 for the green team, she's suspect, all right? I've seen her do like 3 things. They're like a little on like fouls and stuff, kind of off ball. So just make sure we're really focused off ball. You know, not just looking at our primary, just like the area, but we're looking at matchups in our primary. So if there's nothing in your primary, like no matchup, you can go to the next, you can go to another area and help out. But once you have a competitive matchup in your primary, lock in on it. 0 tolerance off ball. Good rebounding foul. All right, we're back. Patty's back. We got Patty to come back. Hey, Rich. All right, let's take a look at the legality of her arms. Get in, clean it up, clean up the jump ball. Key, stay on the outside, make sure everybody's good. Good. Don't turn your back to anybody. They don't like each other. They go crazy when they get low contact. What do you got?
Well, I didn't have a block, but she had her hands down.
That's a good point. Hey Keith, the report. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna go back and talk about, well, we can talk about the way your signal's there in a little bit when we go to tape, Keith. But ooh, okay, so this is great. So we got a like possible blarge. So luckily you both signals the same thing, but fundamentally, I'm on. So fundamentally, we have to realize we have to be very patient on the outside, and then the person on the inside know who the whistle should come from, right? So it's a slot side drive. Diagonal straight to the block. Be very patient on the outside, but lead, have an awareness of where that play is coming from in transition. Luckily, you both signal block, so. But we got to get fundamentals better for that. And then the other thing we'll talk about at halftime here, but got to make eye contact. Did we talk about double whistles in our pregame? You know, what do we do when we have double whistles? What are we going to do? That's why we all got to be on the same page. She traveled. I like it because, like, game's getting a little too rough. It's getting a little too rough. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. They're just fouling off ball. They're rebounding stuff. Watch your body language, the way you talk to the coach there, Keith. But like, we don't need to make up calls, but there are plays like that. Like I said, rebounding, fouls, we're calling it for possession consequence and cleanup. That's a cleanup rebounding foul. The girl just like undercuts her. Screw that. Can't do that. We got that foul. We got that tough like jump ball. They're getting a little too rowdy. So we need to make sure we don't miss any obvious plays.